and welcome back to G&S Golf Podcast. We've been away for a while. It's been a while. We've had a lot going on behind the scenes. Orders. So thanks everybody that have reached out to us with the orders and stuff like that. It's been crazy trying to keep up with it all, to be fair, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been a lot. The last few weeks has been a bit of a struggle, hasn't it? I did put a post out the other day, but people have been asking where we've been.
Yeah, so I mean, like I say, one, we've been busy with that, and two, I found out I had an illness, and I've been trying to recover from that. But we're now back, hopefully, on the regular now.
Yeah, hopefully.
In that time as well, we started thinking about this room as well, and how we can try and make it into something a bit
more visually
better than just a shitty piss stained wall. But no, we've got some plans in mind to try and make this look a lot better.
Jazz it up.
And yeah, and like I say, my health stuff's now back on track, sort of thing.
Fingers crossed.
And we actually went out and played a few holes today, didn't we?
How does that for you?
Bloody tiring, to be honest. I think that's just, well, I'm still recovering, sort of thing. But yeah, it was nice to be out there though, and just getting away from everything and just being able to play.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, apologies, there are no videos, but we should be returning to normal. So this will be out on Wednesday.
Yeah, we did do a podcast for the Masters, the week of the Masters, and again, it must be something we're doing.
It didn't help the fact that all of that stuff happened, and then I was trying to upload the Masters podcast for about 4 days, and it wouldn't upload, and then the Masters was here, and it was like, well, this is pointless now. Yeah,
because you were going away that weekend, weren't you? And then you were trying, and then you were trying to figure out a way of trying to get the video sent to me so then I could try it, and then it's just
been a bit of a nightmare 3 weeks. But then we had some good stuff as well. Like I said, we had lots of orders come through.
Yeah.
But it's not a moan, but it's just give us enough time. We say give us 2 weeks. We're trying to turn stuff around as quick as possible. It's only me and Gary, like we said. I think I'll put a post out in the week, but just try and give us as much time as possible. I know it's like golf season coming up, but we need at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
After everything's signed off.
Yeah.
Especially the orders we're dealing with. So it has been a bit of a struggle the last couple of weeks, especially
you've
not been great, and
customized logos as well. That's been because it's the back and forth, because we'll have the stitch out done, then we'll have to send it to you to get approved, and then it's like just the back and forth from that, and that's what takes the time. So like as Scott said, if you are looking at tops and you are looking at customization and things like that on it, please give us at least 2 to 3 weeks to be able to get that done.
If you're going away from June onwards now, we need to start the process. Don't leave it to the last minute. We had someone last week saying, can you turn it around in 4 days? Which we could have if we had to charge them extra, but we could have done it. But
luckily they didn't want customization. They just wanted our logo on the tops, which would have, but we would have been able to have got it done. But
we knew it was going to get busy this time of year, but it's... just like I say, it's not a moan, but just give us as much time as you can. Obviously, it helps you, and then obviously we're not rushing backwards and forwards as well. Yeah. So that's why we've been away. But I've been playing a bit of golf.
You have, mate. You've been dialing in your irons, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, my secret swing.
I think that's. I was watching you today, like hit your irons and that's the best I've seen you strike it. The best sound I've seen you hit. The best flight I've seen you hit, and it's actually you feel more confident knowing that that's your shot in, where normally it's like you haven't been that clear on what you were doing.
I don't say it's the best I've hit it, but that's nice to hear, isn't it?
There you go.
Being nice to each other. It's been 3 weeks being nice to each other now.
Well, been nice behind the scenes. But
so we played golf, and then obviously the Masters pod. Apologies for that. That was my fault. I can't even say it was my fault. What could I do?
Don't know. We're still learning all this stuff.
About a good 3 days before I went away trying to do it.
You were still doing it on the morning of going away. It just weren't uploading to YouTube.
What's annoying about that Masters pod is that I said the winner. I said Scotty Scheffler win by 5 shots and he won by 4. It's so annoying. no one's going to believe me, but
I believe you. I'll vouch for it. He did say that.
I should try and clip it up and put it in.
And I did say Tony Finau, and I don't think he even made the cut. So
it shows who knows more about golf, doesn't it?
It does, mate. It does.
So yeah, apologies about the Masters, but I didn't even watch it that much because I was away. But you said it was good on the front nine of the Sunday, didn't you?
I mean, the most of the tournament was all right. I wouldn't say it was like entertaining from start to finish.
Yeah.
But that first up to about, I think it was 10 or 11. It was literally coming through, and then you were getting some guys that were coming back, like Tyrrell Hatton played lights out golf on the last day, played really well, and then like I say, Fleetwood was pushing up towards the end and stuff like that, and then it just got to that amen corner bit, and Scheffler was just steady the whole way through, and he just carried on playing, and the others just, I think they were trying to force it too much, and then but it was that all the way up to that it was like moving above each other, and to be fair, Max and Xander should have really.
He was unlucky, Max, wasn't he? I see the ball bouncing, it bounced soft a bit, bounced heavy, and then.
But then it was just more like on the first, I think, like on the first few of the holes of the thing where Scotty would drop a shot, and then they would miss like an easy tap-in putt to be able to then go ahead, and they weren't capitalising on those sort of situations. But I mean, on the whole, was it a great Masters? No.
It's got one of the lowest viewing figures for a long time.
Yeah, I saw that. That's not that great, is it? For one of the better.
And even me though, like I love the Masters, but because I was away, you still could watch it, obviously little bits. But I weren't even that worried.
No,
it's bad, isn't it? Really, even like just any on the telly now. I'm not really.
No,
like you see.
But to be fair, I mean, so what was it this weekend?
The New Orleans thing, wasn't it? Yeah,
New Orleans.
That'd
That'd
have been brilliant. I didn't even know about it though.
Heard nothing about it.
I only saw it on social media this morning, really.
Well, I only saw it to the point where I saw Rory singing
Don't Stop Believing by the Journey.
And that was and then I looked into it after that, and then they came back from like 5 shots or something to win.
Apparently it's really good, but again, you don't
sound like the bloke choked on the 18th. They didn't to miss the putt, yeah. And then you had Live Golf as well in Adelaide, which
looked rocking though. To be fair,
it looked rocking, but again, there's just no buzzer behind it, is there? No. There's nothing going. Oh, I'm going to tune in to watch that.
No, nothing's pulling me in to watch any golf at the minute.
Any golf.
I want to play probably more than I have for a long time, but not actually watching it.
No, but then we had the thing that we have been teased about for God knows how many months now with this Myrtle Beach, where that
was awful.
What a fail to me. I really think it.
You better explain what you mean. People don't know.
So if you guys didn't know, there was a competition where there was 8 like Corn Ferry Tour players and 8 influencers, which included Peter Finch from over here, Vat Perez. Then you had George Bryan.
Yeah,
I always get the two. Wesley. And Wesley's the one that's actually on the tour.
He's on the tour.
But I have seen that George has actually got a sponsors thing into it. Then you had Grant.
Micah Morris.
Micah Morris had an awful. He just
meltdown.
That was a me meltdown. That was.
Who else was there? How many was that?
So that was that. Then there was Buster Jack. Then there was Rappaport.
Oh yeah.
And that young kid who did play really, really well. But yeah,
Vinci played well though, didn't he?
Vinci, I think, finished just one over, but he was. Like I say, I mean, it's a great idea, real idea, because YouTube golf.
Yes,
I think is bigger than TV on golf.
Well, just look at us.
It's absolutely, and I think he. Well, we both, I think, watched the first few holes.
Sure, after about 10 minutes, I was watching it live. I said, "What the fuck is this?
There was
what is going on? There's no atmosphere. There's no commentary.
Nothing.
It was just silence and them hitting shots.
Yeah, with the odds every now and then.
Some random woman just come in, or a bloke just come in and start talking over something. And you're like, why don't they mic the caddies up?
Well, either mic the caddies up or have like 4 commentators walking down the holes with the guys. But you had like
Pat Perez playing and
Bob was on his back.
Yeah, but like been really funny.
But have you been? I've been watching all the vlogs that all their teams have done.
They're much better, aren't they?
Oh my! Honestly, it was funny. I watched the Bob Does Sports one, and they literally did the whole week they were there, because they were there for like a week.
Yeah.
Did like the practice rounds and everything, and it just got to the point where Fat Perez would be like, "So what's my yardage in?" And he would be like, "It's 195," and he was like, "No." And go get it himself to do it. And then Bob was just like,
they said about it.
Bob was like, "Yeah, I feel really bad. I don't know this bit."
He's at the tree, didn't he, behind?
Yeah, and then he's like, "I really fancy like a Bojangles for dinner again." And then they're just talking about food and then drink. But Perez said that helped him kind of get through the round. But I mean, for Perez, I mean, he's not used to playing competitive golf.
Did he play like college golf? Must have.
Yeah, he did play college golf, but I don't know if he dropped out or what. But he did definitely play. I think he would be disappointed, because I think he knows he can play better.
Yeah.
But he also understands the fact that he doesn't do that sort of golf, and he hasn't done that sort of golf for a long time. He's used to doing challenges, getting drunk, heating challenges.
Yeah, but Andy's used to playing with people that are not as good as him
in buggies.
As well. Yeah.
You know, because that just doing that. I mean, those courses that the professionals are playing, especially playing from the further back tips, that's a lot of walking, and especially when you're not used to it, because they're always in buggies because of their cameras and everything else. That's a bloody hard graft sort of thing for someone like of his size as well.
It was just such a shame when you're looking forward to something being released.
Yeah, because they were teasing it for months, weren't they?
It's just the production was terrible.
And they've got everything there. Everything is there. The camera quality, the angles.
They had about 8-9 cameras.
Everything. And they had the people there as well. And there was just no, like you said, there was just no atmosphere around it. It was just literally them.
It was like they've never made a film before.
And play.
You're better off letting one of them lot do it. Actually, the editing and stuff like that.
Well, I think that's why they let them, because they've all done it now. So they've all released their own videos of their day. I haven't seen, I've seen Peter Finch's released one, Grant's released one, Bob Does Sports released one. I'm not sure if Rappaport has released one, but again.
Yeah.
I mean, they're on about they want to keep doing it, but
you've got to sort it out. You've got to make it watchable.
You've absolutely.
I watched 10-15 minutes and I texted
you. You watched 3 holes and you went, "Let me know who wins." And then I was sorting the kids out, putting them to bed. And luckily, at that point, loads of it had gone past, and I could skip through it, and I near enough got right the way to the end, and then I told you what had happened. And it was just like I say, I think it was all the potential in the world to really be something good good for golf. And I think they just fluffed it. Really, really did fluff it. So fucking buck your ideas up, yeah. Sorry.
Get you editing it. You love editing.
The thing is, the edit of it wasn't actually that bad. It was just there was no talking. There was no. It's even like when you watch the match.
Yeah.
And you've got Charles Barkley and all them guys, and they're all giving shit in the background to each other, and have a bit of. I know it's a serious competition. They don't have to be talking too much to the players.
They could have had the caddies,
but they could have just been talking about it. You know, even have
other YouTubers on there.
Exactly. You've got Joey Diaz was there. Why not have him there? Or have Frankie and them sort of guys there.
Barstool,
or even have Wesley there.
Yeah.
To have that sort of thing in the background.
Yeah, you could have had them following them around and then them commentating.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, actually. That'd have been brilliant, wouldn't it? Imagine having the foreplay guys there, and like you say,
you had the opportunity to do it.
It's just.
But the other side of it is that Wesley could have given the Corn Ferry side of it, because he probably may have known a bit more about them guys, where the other guys obviously know all the YouTube, and it would have just been.
Or they could have had golf coaches, anything. They could have just done anything, better than what they did.
Yeah, because you know that you want to bring eyes to it, so make it enjoyable to do that. We get it. The winner's going to go on to play in the PGA, which is going to be done by them, which is serious. Fair enough.
Still an entertainment
they don't have to interact with the players playing in the. I don't even care about them playing in it. No. Just have them in a thing talking.
I agree.
I think that would have and it's something so simple they could have done.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with it. Like
It'd be
I say,
interesting to know if they actually asked for the YouTubers' input on how to film it.
it felt like they had their own media team and they've just said, put this together and release it, and they've had no actual thoughts of what it's going to actually look like.
But then go and talk to Good.
Yeah,
They did
do
an
it every
actual
day,
event.
Yeah.
They did an
So
actual
before they do
event.
events.
They did an actual event with commentators and everything. It's
mad, isn't it?
Like I say, I hope they do it again and they do listen, because I think everybody is saying pretty much the same thing. It was just boring as hell.
And it shouldn't have been, because you had some of the biggest YouTube celebrities there, golfing celebrities, apart from Jimmy Bullard.
Apart from Jimmy.
I texted you, didn't I? That Golf Supply podcast. It was really good, actually, with the four brothers.
Yeah.
And they went into who's the best YouTube golfer, didn't they? Then I texted you and said it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good debate. Who's your quickly? We won't nick their idea, but who's your top three?
My top three YouTube golfers at this moment.
Yeah, as we stand here today. That's it.
Are we putting George in it?
No.
If we're not putting George in it, I would say today Jimmy and Grant.
I think Grant's got to be the best.
I would say Grant's probably. I think he's naturally the best.
Yeah.
But Jimmy can just play lights out golf.
And he's not wayward, is he? Where Grant can be wayward.
It'd be a good match, that would. Third. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. Who would come third? Because I don't really think any of them are playing
I don't think there's much between
golf.
Like Finchy, Fat Perez.
It's hard because it's like
Dan Rapport's a good player, but
Luke Wan.
Yeah.
He didn't play that great in that tournament either.
Michael Morris, a bit wayward.
Michael Morris, that's supposed to be playing on tour, in a lot of tour events, and he was 18 over. Yeah. 18 over.
That's the one you want to see is Rick Shields versus Jimmy Bullard. He thinks he can take it, doesn't he? As well?
He won't take Jimmy.
I don't think so.
He wouldn't do it. I don't think he would do it.
Everyone's asking for it.
Oh, everyone's asking for it. But Rick knows that his game's not steady enough to even really compete with Jimmy, because Jimmy's just a steady player. He doesn't, and it's like I've said to you with a lot of, and that was one thing going back to that tournament, and I think I said it to you, and I've said it a lot, the difference between that approach shot into the greens, because 9 times out of 10, the Corn Ferry Tour lads were within 10 foot of the hole.
Yeah.
Where people like Peter Finch, that we've said God knows how many times, was 15, 20 foot away.
Yeah.
It's like they attacked the pin, he attacked the green.
Yeah, he's happy to be on the green. It's just level, isn't it?
Absolutely. But if he had that mentality of them...
Finch has got one of the best swings in the whole of YouTube, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Effortless.
Absolutely. His is mental.
Oh,
his whole thing, and we've said so many times.
He's good enough to qualify, not qualify, but get to final qualifying.
Absolutely.
But he just shit the bed every time he got near it, didn't he?
Yeah, every time. And I just don't think Rick...
It'd be interesting how Jimmy gets on with... His putting is his weakest part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's getting better. It is getting better, his putting.
Trouble is, I think you get through the first stage, but just the second stage, you're just going to get so many tour pros, isn't it?
As well, it depends where it is, where he's going to be doing it.
Yeah.
Mad, like you said, especially that, I didn't even think about that. Like when the next stage, and then you've got the professionals actually coming into it to compete for it. That's just a different dynamic, isn't it? Because you're now thinking, Jesus Christ, I'm playing with
content's the best content, though, isn't it? In the UK,
the UK, yeah, absolutely. I agree on that. I don't watch a lot of Finch really now. I don't really watch much of Rick's, but I listen to the podcast of Rick. But then is that down to our weather? And we're not. I don't know. I think it's like a mixture of a lot of stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, that four brothers.
Yeah, that's good content.
I mean, I haven't seen it. I've only seen like the TikToks and stuff like that they
they're
do.
good, funny
and it's
guys.
funny. I don't know what their YouTube stuff's actually
I've
like.
watched a few of
Whether
them.
it's
Yeah, it's good.
like
They're about the same level as us. So
are they? I thought they would be better actually.
I think one of them's like 12, but I think the rest of them are like 15, 16.
Right. But no,
Well, you've got to do your series.
yeah.
Full steam ahead.
Yeah, so we'll hopefully we can actually catch a break with this freaking weather.
Well, this is the first Monday night we've actually played, and we're at the end of April.
Yeah, because
So
I mean, even yesterday you went and played, had an early tea time, and that whole evening, it from about 10:30 Saturday night, it did not stop raining.
I wouldn't have played if I weren't going to Turkey in 6 weeks.
I'm surprised you even did.
Need to practice, mate.
You looking forward to that?
Yeah, I need to get my game. It's coming back though. It's definitely hitting my irons well. Just sort my driver out. I said to you earlier, didn't I? I think I'll be the best 16 handicapper with my irons. I can't fucking drive for toffee.
Are they all going to be similar sort of?
No, I'll put it middle of the road.
Right. So there's people.
Yeah, it's 1 off 4, 5, 1 off 8. Then, yeah, I'll probably be around middle of the pack.
Yeah.
A couple of 24s, I think. But yeah, I'll probably be
Was it
middle of the road.
Turkey you went to last time with them?
Yeah.
And what was it like when you went out there?
Yeah, all right. I didn't know it really, did I? So it's always a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? I actually played all right, to be fair, but I think my game's better now, even though I haven't played, if you know what I mean, and I'll be more used to it. Just need to sort out my driving. It's killing me. But I don't want to change. I said to you, didn't I, earlier?
Yeah.
I don't want to have a lesson and then change my irons, because I know it will, because you end up doing the same thing. And if I fucking lose my irons, then
I think you have to kind of
just separate.
Carry on playing the way you are, and then I take it you'll have a bit of time to go on the range before you go out and play.
Yeah.
Just find out what you're doing with your driver and just play it.
Yeah.
Play with whatever the shot shape it's coming out at.
Yeah.
Like we kind of started doing tonight, really, didn't we? You kind of slicing it a little bit, so we kind of just moved you over a little bit to play with it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which helped.
Yeah, I don't think my putting's in bad shape. I'm very hot and cold putter. Yeah, very hot and cold though.
But definitely your irons.
That's what annoys me. Anything from like 140 in, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just rubbish off the tee. But it's a therapy session. Yeah, frustrating, isn't it? But then
I was driving well, and I just can't hit irons for shit.
Brilliant since America, though, haven't you?
I just can't.
Your iron's in your head now, though, isn't it?
I think it is. So if anyone out there wants to try and help me with my irons or try and figure out what the fucking hell is going on with my game, I just genuinely I have no clue what's, like you say, whether it's mental now or if it is definitely the clubs that's doing it, or could it be a placebo effect? Do I change the irons and then my game changes? I don't know, but my ball should never be going that high.
No, it's ridiculous. Especially if it's windy, which it always is in England.
It just shouldn't.
Stupidly, in America, you'd probably be better.
Yeah.
But then it's windy when we was in America, wasn't it?
Was, but then it was warmer, so then your body was better.
How's that going out, by the way? How's the America trip for next year planning out? How's the planning going?
Yeah, it's going well. Yeah.
Is she on board yet?
Yeah, she's.
Oh dear.
There's a lot of planning to go into that one, mate. There's a lot of planning.
Overall, though, I think I don't know. I'm quite optimistic about this summer. I feel like my game's going to be good. Playing on a Thursday night now, so should be playing twice a week from here on in. If we play on a Monday as well, that'd be hit a few shots. So yeah, I'm optimistic. My handicap keeps going up.
I think no matter what, on a Monday night we'll be doing some sort of practice for you and for me for my series that we'll end up starting.
And for a while, better ball.
Yeah.
Still got one of them to come out.
Still
up here, isn't it?
No, so we've still got one in Florida.
Is there?
There's still one, the back nine of where we got to, I think the 16th or 17th, and then we had to call it a day.
And then we've got one here.
And then I think we've got two here.
Have we?
We've got two here.
Bloody hell.
Which we filmed a few weeks ago before I got ill and that. But yeah, no, so got stuff coming. It's just like I say, we've been so busy and stuff like that. We've just got to get our minds back into it and stuff like that. And then, like I say, we're planning on trying to sort this room out as well, because we know it looks dreary and boring and stuff like that. So we've got some ideas in place to try and jazz it up, make it look a bit better,
fresh.
Yeah. So
no, like I say, just going to finish off with the custom stuff. Just anything you want, anything now, just let us know ASAP. Send over your logos. Like we've done another really good logo, didn't we, the other day? That we thought would be hard work, but it's come out brilliant again. So any logos you want looking at, like Gary said, if you just want our stuff with our logo, that's fine.
We can turn it over a bit quicker.
Yeah.
But the customization, if you want your logo or writing on it or whatever, again, we've just got to have that little bit more notice so we can get the approvals in place.
And just get the best picture quality as well. We've had a couple come through that it's like a phone picture. We need like proper JPEG or like a proper PDF ideally.
Yeah.
Like real clear, not zoomed in, like a real clear photo, because otherwise, if we don't get a good quality, then you're not going to get good quality. So it's in your interest to get the best version of your logo for us, and then we can send it back to you.
Yeah, exactly that. So
I think we're doing all right. Things are picking up, aren't they? So, like I say, hopefully you're over your illness, and then we can get cracking again.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I think I'm over this flare up of my illness. I've just got to learn to live with it and control it the best I can. Got steroids, tablets.
Be jacked.
I'm going to get ripped, yeah.
Like Arnie, you're going to be driving it like 400 yards. You'll be like Martin Borgmeyer. next video, they're going to show the last one from here a couple of weeks ago. Then after that, it's just like absolutely
ripped with a belly.
Do it. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think we'll end it on that one. So thanks again, guys.
Thanks
sorry
for the support
again
as well.
And absolutely thank you again for all you guys that have been ordering and stuff like that. It helps us out massively to try and grow this brand, to get it out there a bit more. And I believe Regan's competitions and that are going to be starting soon as well, which will be good. So keep an eye out on his socials. We'll put them in the comments below, and keep an eye out. And we need to get him back on. We need to get our mics sorted out and stuff like that, so we can.
Big list.
There's a lot to try and figure out with the channel and the company.
We should have a bit more time now as well, shouldn't we?
Yeah. So, but again, thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you later, guys.
Cheers, guys.